Hi everyone, I just took a shower. That's why my hair is all wet. That's why I have a towel on my shoulders. And my room is a big fat mess, so I'm not actually sitting in the usual chair that I sit in because it's filled with crap. So I'm sitting on my bed and I'm filming this now. And what I wanted to talk about today was the difference between an obsession and a fandom. Alright, so I am just gonna go to this and search obsession. This is gonna be the best source in the world called, it's Urban Dictionary. Here's the Urban Dictionary, made by people, for the people, for obsession. An almost insane desire, longing, or burning lust for someone or something you feel like without that thing or person, you are not able to complete and can't cope in some extreme circumstances, life, unless you have the object you desire. You know what? That could sarcastically be a term for fandom. Alright? Now let's search fandom. The community that surrounds a TV show, book, movie, etc., fanfiction writers, artists, poets, and cosplayers are all members of that fandom. Fandoms often exist of message boards, live journal communities, and people. That is not an extreme longing, desire, or lust for something. This is really heating me right now because I have a friend going around and telling me that I am obsessed with YouTube and I'm obsessed with Team Star Kid and I'm obsessed with all this, when quite actually it kind of ticks me off because the difference between an obsession and a fandom is an obsession is just something that you want and you can't live without, like almost an addiction. Like you need something in your mind to survive. It can drive you crazy. Like the literal term of crazy. When you're involved in a fandom, unspeakable things happen. Like, I know some people in the Team Star Kid fandom who, without Team Star Kid, would have committed suicide, really. And, you know, I know one person on Tumblr who was a nerd fighter, and she was actually thinking about doing something drastic one night, and a bunch of people from various fandoms, Team Star Kid, Nerdfighteria, Glee, they came to her rescue, and she's well today. That can't happen with an obsession. You see, right now, I have not been able to stop listening to this musical called Bat Boy the Musical. And the album for Bat Boy the Musical has been on repeat on my iPod, just stuck, just going around, and I love the music and I'm not sick of it yet. And I'm actually trying to bum a ride to Michigan to go see it live, which is really weird because that's 10 hours away. That could be an obsession. That could be an obsession in progress. But it's okay because it's a really good musical. But fandom is when a band of people get together and so many friendships and so many smiles are made and so many memories. It's unspeakable. It's an amazing thing, fandom is. And I'm really glad to be a part of the Team Star Kid fandom and Nerdfighteria and every other fandom that I've ever walked across. And I know other people don't get the difference between an obsession and a fandom. And it really makes me sad, because if they don't know that, then they'll never know the joy that comes from being in a fandom and knowing other people in the same fandom as you. And I think when John Green said, "Nerd life is so much better than regular life," comes into play a lot here. Because it's the people who know the difference between obsession and fandom who have great lives with their fandoms and indulge in the obsession. But it's the people who don't see the firm line between obsession and fandom who are really deprived, and I feel bad for them. But I also hope they never come into my fandom. My room has never been this messy, and I can't... No! If you heard that, my sister just sneezed.